Hello, hello, hello. Thank you so much for joining the Obsessive Realities. And I wonder what it means to you because it means a lot to a lot of people. And we often use this term called, oh, I'm so OCD. And sometimes we want to make ourselves seen differently, or we enjoy being different or we would like to label other people, or, this person is so OCD. Um, so it's about getting to know that we are all humanoids, okay? Just in case you had some doubt, I'm just kind of reiterating. We are humanoids. So, and we don't like the joy of living, So, somewhere we kind of diminished that for ourselves because you like to suffer. Do you realize you like to suffer? And and that is the place of your personal torture. Like, do you torture yourself about money? Anybody? No, nobody does, right? You don't torture yourself about money you don't have, or you think you should have, and then you keep thinking obsessively about that. Nobody does that, right? Money? No, no, no. Right? Or body? How about body? That I don't have a perfect body, and you want to torture yourself with that thought. How many people do that? Even if you don't raise your hands, I know you do, but that's okay. Just kind of bringing it to your notice. What is obsessive? And you use a thought and constantly keep using that thought, and then you become obsessive, and all you find your own personal space to kind of torture yourself. So guilt, shame, judgment, other people's points of views, everything, and then you keep thinking about it. Why did she say this to me? No, but I've done so much. Yeah, I've done good things to her, but why did she say this to me? And then it goes on in your head like a repeat, or like a broken record, right? Or why did my mom say this to me? Why did my sister say this to me? But they think about me like this, and then you just don't stop, right? And how many of you torture yourself for all the wrong solutions that you think that you choose, and they're not the right solution? Can you can you please mute yourself? There'll be kindness to other people. Please mute yourself. Thank you. Yeah. So, and one of your personal tortures is what? To take care of all the less fortunate people. If you kind of take care of more fortunate people, you may just have more in your life. But you wouldn't want to do that, that'll be too easy. And what you don't like is ease, joy, glory, right? That's what all the humanoids, they don't like ease, joy, glory. Imagine. And we are here to kind of get to a reality where we are creating ease, joy, glory. We would like to have it, but we wouldn't have it. Yeah. So you will only allow yourself to be as much as somebody else can receive you, right? Not more than that. No, no, no. I can't do that. So everything, what is it? What is obsessive reality for you? Would anyone want to talk about it? So when people say that I don't like you, you want to take care of less fortunate, great. But then they will not even remember you. They will not even care about you because they're less fortunate, right? How will they even remember your name that you've done so much for them? And largely in families, when you do keep doing it, because you think that they are less fortunate. So, yeah, anybody wants to talk about what is their obsessive reality? And then I will talk more and give you some clearings on that.
Can I say something?
Yes, please, of course.
So I've been obsessing about whether my work is gonna continue or not. Like because I thought I got this job and it's gonna be like 3 months probation and all settled. But apparently this is a new project, so they were like, oh, we can only extend you month on month or 2 months. Like I'm just obsessing every month whether it's gonna continue or not. And it's like
So could you ask a question instead of obsessing, what would I like to create today? Or what will my life be in 5 years from now if I continue to be here? And what would it be if I do not? Because what you're doing is you constantly thinking about the thing over and over again, or just expand out, because there could be other people who would be in that boat as well. Because are you the only one who's on probation, or there could be other people also who could lose their job despite having a job?
no, funny thing is the other teacher, I don't know, like in my immediate surrounding, the other teachers are pretty settled, but like I'm like still a question because I'm new, and like the others are like old
and
teachers, and they're like,
and everything that brought up that everywhere you have a judgment that you're new and you don't know whether they're going to like your work or not. All those points of view that you have, can you just let that go? All your
yes,
presumptive realities and all your need of reactive realities, which is emerging from these people who are around you and your employers. Could you just return to sender, and what would you like to create today? Could you just simply be in that question? Because as a
mm,
humanoid, basically, you're not just OCD, you're also OCC, which is obsessive compulsive creator. So when you do not create what you would like to create, you would end up creating crap. So obsessive compulsive creation of crap. So where, and all of that stress that keeps coming up, and then you don't know what to do. If you could just allow yourself to be in a question instead, how much fun would you have there? Everywhere you're
yeah,
not willing to have that fun, will you destroy and uncreate it, please?
yes.
And are you really happy in this job, or are you getting bored that you just
I'm
need a job?
actually
So
getting bored, but like I hope
so
they at least extend me another few months so I have time to find something else, you know?
yes. So what if you could just simply say, what can I add to my life today that will make this boredom go away? And maybe you just may find something that you could add to your life and not be in the space that
Mm.
you're in. Because why you panicking or you're getting anxious and you're constantly obsessively thinking about something is because deep down you know that you don't want to be here, but you don't want to even acknowledge it because
Mm-hmm.
you need your time, and you need something else. And you're like, oh my God, if I how would I continue if they throw me out, and how would I find the other thing out? It's like a mental chatter that's going on. And could you just simply breathe and expand out, 100,000 miles in all directions? And that works for you only, right, Priyanka? That only works for you, not for others on this call. But yeah, so you just expand out miles and miles, miles and miles in all directions, and just calm yourself down. And then, engage with all those molecules who can contribute to you in getting a better job or a more interesting, exciting job, and send them out your trickles, and tell them, hey, I am available. Could I'm ready to receive. Would you want to just connect with me? Then send out your energy trickles to them so that they know that you're the one who's pulling their energy. And what if you could just get a job in a month rather than waiting for their 2 months, whether you're going to be continuing or not?
Mm.
So, because the whole thing is that we haven't really valued ourselves enough. We're waiting for somebody else to give us the value that they're never going to give because they're less fortunate, right? Because those are the ones we're taking care of. They don't even know what value is. So everything that brought up, can we just try and create it, please? Red,
Yes.
wrong, good, bad, powerful, client, short, boys, formats, and peons. Yeah. So, what have you made so vital, valuable, and real about possessing obsessive realities and all the electromagnetics keeping it in place and all your judgments keeping it in place? All the everywhere you being that big five who is not willing to twist the reality into something that will work for you. Will you destroy and uncreate it now?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, powerful, client, short, boys, formats, and peons. Yes.
Well, can I ask one more or like?
Yes, you can. Yes, you
Okay,
can.
and one more is I think a bit of physical pain that I had since yesterday. I had some injury, and I'm like, because I had some similar injury in the past, so it's kind of like a bit triggering.
Where in your body?
My left knee.
Your left knee. So again, could you ask a question? What all needs have I made so significant that without those needs, I will not be able to continuously move forward in life? All my needs that keep me stuck in my reality. And being stuck is also an obsession, by the way, people. We're obsessed. You will worry about the money that is that is not, you're not even working towards that, and you're like, oh, but I don't have it, right? And that money is going to be something creating anxiety. You're not doing anything for it, yet you will be worrying about that. And all your needs, that what if my needs are not met? right? So where are you making your needs so significant, and everywhere you're not choosing to be the infinite being that you are? What if you could use your obsessive capacities to start creating a life that you truly desire, rather than picking up on other people's thought, feelings, emotions, judgments, and wrongnesses? Because you are aware, you're a humanoid, and you all on this call will, join in. You all know something which others don't, perhaps. So in some lifetime, there were some people who volunteered for that capacity to be exponentialized. So if you're really, really obsessing on certain things, that turns into OCD, right? And we all have those capacities. Remember that we have certain element of bipolarity. We have certain element of autism and ADHD. We all have that, but we're not on the spectrum, or we're not beyond the spectrum that we are disabled in this reality. But if you could acknowledge that some of you probably asked for those capacities to be exponentialized, and how can you use it to your advantage instead of disadvantage? So in a room filled with people, a lot of things, right? And you think they are yours. They're not. None of it is yours. So you can also ask, who does it belong to? Did you ask when you had a knee pain? You instantly came to a conclusion, because I had an injury, so it's mine. It has to be mine, right? Even though I'm absolutely okay, but yes, because it's mine and I claim it, I own it. Can you just return it to sender wherever you picked it up, whenever you picked it up,
Yeah.
whoever you picked it up from? Could you just return it?
Yeah. Yes.
So yeah, I mean, could you just allow yourself to just be, instead of being this entire pile of thoughts, feelings, and emotions? And okay, just look at your knee and say, hey, what do you want from me? Okay, how can I clear this? Do you need a process? Do you need a body process? Do you need, what can I do for you? Oh, you need rest? Okay, fine. Oh, baby, it's about patting your own body and saying, oh, babe, it's like a pet. What if your body, you could treat your body like a pet, right?
I do that.
Yeah, that's what I mean, right? You really have to go through pain. Okay, anything that is painful, could you just ask what's underneath that? What's underneath this pain? What is this pain telling me? What am I aware of? What I'm not willing to be aware of? Could you just simply ask that as a question?
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Yes,
you.
Sarsha. Thank
Can
you.
I? Yeah. So, for me, I think by now everybody know I'm just obsessed with getting my money back from the people who owe me. It's like nonstop. That's the only thought. That's the only, and I try and push it at the back.
No. But you're pushing it behind, or at the back or whatever. But because you're obsessing, trust me, you want to be with a guy. You're obsessing about that guy will never come to you. The day you kind of drop that thought and you're like, fuck it, I don't want this guy anymore. And that guy may just start looking at you. And you're like, well, I just want to get rid of you. And then you want to come back. So that's what the thing is with money. The more you're going to obsess, the less you're going to get.
So I've tried to get over the obsession and involve myself with other things, and but it's still,
But
like even if I'm watching TV, it's like a little refrain somewhere in the back of my head.
yeah, but that's exactly what I'm saying. So what is that but? So everywhere you get your butt out and your head in your butt, can you let that go?
Yes.
And everything that was done to twist it, so you would take on everybody else's suffering because you're aware of the financial or the monetary issues people have created around you. Will you please let that go and destroy and uncreate it all?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, perfect, line, short, voice, pervades, and beyond. So where are you twisting things, and how many addictions or addictive compulsive realities have you created? You're desperately trying to seek to be a human. Would you please let that go now? And anything and everything that allows this to exist in your world or anybody else's world, please, could you just let that go, please? And could you now claim, own, and acknowledge your humanoidness instead of humanness? And everything you've been resisting and reacting to or aligning or agreeing that allows us to be there. Please, God, and fuck that shit.
And the other thing I'm obsessed with is weight loss. I'm constantly dieting. I work out like
That's exactly. So everywhere you only by judging yourself for your finances or for your body, that's an obsession too. We may not call it OCD because we won't be diagnosed, medically or otherwise, but we all have been obsessively creating these realities. And the more you obsess about your body, okay, I mean, I had put on some more than 10 kgs, 10 kilos. I have pictures. I can show you the pictures. So how I was not bad, but I was heavy. I'd become really heavy, and I was like, I have to do something. What is it I can do? Because I started feeling the weight of my body. I was like, no, it's not light. I don't feel excited to move around, and it just so happened that a friend of mine met me, and she's like, okay, these things, consider these things as I mean, these are poison to your body right now, so could you just drop it? I was like, okay, I'm not going to be interesting point of view here, let me just see. And it worked. Sometimes you don't have to be always shoving it away saying, oh, interesting point of view. It's like, okay, is my body really asking for it? Could I offer it to my body? And ask your body, because everything that your body knows, you're not willing to acknowledge. And if you could give your body what it's asking for. I mean, I shed some 11 kgs now, 11 kilos. And I'm very, very light. I feel very light and very excited, very joyful, very um back in action, and everything is flowing now. And I'm not saying that if you don't lose weight, you can't have that. I'm not saying that. But I'm just simply saying, okay, when you're obsessing about it, could you obsess and commit to something that will change it instead of just, fretting about the problems that you
I
have?
definitely I work out quite crazily at the gym.
No, you don't have to work out crazily. I'm not working out crazily. I just work out when it's fun for me. Because anything that's fun for your body will help you to kind of create the body that you would like to have. You're doing it out of a space of judgment. Hey, I hate this and I want to change this. No, I was not hating. I was like, I love my body the way it is. And I wonder what more is possible. Body, would you, okay, talk to your body, would you really support me in this change? And that is what shifted it. I was not hating my body. I was like, I like it.
In fact, like Priyanka, I got a severe back issue day before yesterday. I did decide to do wall Pilates, which was too much for my body to take. And the next,
That, now before doing it, could you ask?
yeah,
Before doing that, and then even, okay, now that you created that pain, maybe your body is creating that pain saying, shut up, stop it, don't do so much.
yeah,
And then could you allow yourself to take rest without having any judgment or obsessing about, oh, I'm not working out, so I'll put on again. No, now there'll be another obsessive reality. So how many multiple obsessive realities are you creating to never set yourself free? Everything that is, will you just run and create? Right, wrong, good, bad, perfect, line, short, boys, provides, and leaves. So what if you have the ability to perceive thought, feeling, emotions across time, space, and dimension? And everywhere you're making it a disability. And you just want to stop it and eliminate it. Could you be an allowance of it and not make it significant? Everything that brought up, you can just run and create it, right, wrong, good, bad, perfect, line, short, voice, provide, meal. And if you were not obsessing about your realities, who would you be? Where would you be? When would you be? Why would you be? And how would you be? What is it that you're not choosing that if you could choose that would change your entire universe? What are you refusing to be? Because when you're not in a creation mode, you're in a destructive mode.
right.
And that's fun. That personal torture is fun to you guys. We all love it. I mean, I'm not saying that you do it. I've done it too, so I can vouch for it. So everything that brought up.
Thank
And
you.
every time you bring up your money thing, you're just making it more solid. I'm not getting my money, I'm not getting my money, and my body is also not changing. The minute you drop this as a pile of shit, like, okay, fine, having this weight on me, or weight of not having the money on me, what could I do now? Can I have some fun? What fun am I not allowing myself to have? Buddy, where would you like to go? What would you like to do? Could you simply ask for or be in a question? That may just change the power struggle that is going on with you, your body, your money. Maybe your body's not happy, so our body doesn't require the money, wouldn't let the money come to you. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank
Yes,
you.
Sumita.
Yeah, hi Kavita. I love your call, simply love it.
Thank you.
Yeah, this you just said that what I've been hearing, I have not done any. I just have done the online snippets, no access and no foundation, right?
That's
What
okay.
by what I perceive, you say that when any thought crosses, any thought crosses which is not comfortable for you, so you just say, who does this belong to? I just
Yeah.
want to understand a particular thing that when you say who does it belong to, meanwhile, that thought has already taken a shape, that internal dialogue is still going on.
Yeah,
So
but who does it
that
belong to would set you free from that point that okay, I need to let this go. I mean, it is not mine because something. I mean, something that's not yours. Why would you want to still host it?
but there I
Run, bro.
contradict with
Run, run,
the
run, run.
logical mind that it says that meanwhile, if I'm saying something and I'm feeling something else, so
So if you're
the
feeling
energy
something
won't.
else, it's definitely not yours. No, even if you kind of energetically know
Okay.
that it's not yours. 99.99999% thoughts, feeling, emotions do not belong to you.
Hmm.
Okay, and even if you're kind of sending it back, but it's still there, which means
Yeah.
it is getting activated because of certain group of people or certain things that are there in that environment or
Okay.
the space that you're in.
Okay. And
So you,
secondly, I want. Yeah. Yeah. Please. Please
yeah.
go
So
ahead.
you don't you. And what if you did not have to make it significant? And what if you could just consider the idea of investing in doing a basic bars class because the person what will open up because what you're doing is a lot of logical shit going on with
Yeah.
how. What if
Yes.
there is
Yes.
no how? That is also obsessive, right? You're asking for a
Hmm.
how, but universe doesn't function on a how. You
Hmm.
just give something to the universe and you know that the deal is done. Universe will give it to you the way the universe wishes to give it to you, not how you would want it to happen.
Okay.
So you just
Right.
so for that when you get your bars run,
Hmm.
and sometimes you have to get it run a lot. I mean, in the last couple of months, I would have run at least 100 hours of bars. Uh,
Okay.
yeah, I mean, I think 100 hours or whatever. Yeah, but if you could just allow yourself to be that energy, I think a lot will start shifting for you.
Yeah. Because sometimes I feel if some toxic people I don't like in the family in somewhere, but they are not with me. Still, I feel
What
I'm
will
living with that person.
what if you could receive from those toxic people?
I
Like
don't want to receive
so that's
it.
exactly what I'm saying. When you run
Yeah.
bars, you will be able to receive from anybody, and you wouldn't
Okay.
have to put your walls and barriers up to anybody.
Okay.
So consider, I mean, it may be a huge investment for you at this point or whatever it is, but if you could allow
Hmm.
yourself to receive bars, if you don't want to learn, that's okay. Just go get sessions done. That will change the way you look at things. The same person may just turn out to be an angel, after some time. They are toxic because who they are. Do you have to be the effect of it? Answer is no.
No.
So you can just receive them for who they are. Okay. If you were to work in a zoo, I mean, I know you wouldn't, but yeah, if you were to work in a zoo and there is this hippopotamus who really farts really bad, okay,
Hmm.
but you have to clean it because that's your job. What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
You're gonna find ways around it, right? Because that's where you gotta
Right.
be. It's only hippopotamus you don't like because rest of the animals don't really fart that much. So
Hmm.
you get it. So what if you could just kind of find out your own ways to deal with these kind of people? You're running away from toxicity, you will still invite it somewhere if you were in allowance of it. Are you not in allowance of the air you breathe? We're in India, come
Hmm.
on. So I mean,
Yeah.
but you're in allowance of it, right? You don't stop breathing. You're like, no, this
Hmm.
is bad air, I'm not going to breathe. It's toxic air sometimes. which is more damaging than those
Yeah,
toxic people.
it is self-sabotage that I just completely shut. Either I'm in extremes I'm going. I want to shut it. That is what I'm
But
functioning
that's
from.
exactly, that's a way of
Yeah,
running away
yeah,
from it. What if you didn't
yeah,
have to
yeah,
run away? And you're obsessing about the idea, let me run away. And guess
yeah,
what? You're still going round and round, going in
yeah.
circles because you're not being able to go beyond.
True. Mm.
So could you push your barriers down and be in allowance instead? And then if who does it belong to doesn't work, use interesting point of view. I have this point of view. All your presumptive realities, creating your need of reactive realities, you could clear that out rather than running away.
Yeah. All right.
But for
Thank
that, you
you.
may just have to come to a bars class and then you will change. But maybe you just want to change little, not much. So it's okay.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank
Kavita,
you.
Kavita,
Yeah, yeah.
I wanted to ask you something. So I'm feeling very low, depressed, anxious. I get suicidal thoughts. I'm not at all productive. What should I
Who
do?
does it belong to? Who does it belong to? And can you invest in yourself and get your bars run? Because we do suicide clinic, that World Suicide Day, we run free bar clinics with bars, really can change that shit, whatever's going on. And is that yours? Because if who does it belong to doesn't work, when you've used all your tools, get your fucking bars run, you will shift. And sometimes a little more than once, because what is it? Who obsessive reality have you picked up? And could you just acknowledge that you picked it up and you made it yours?
So, Kavita, I just want to add over here.
Yeah.
I learned my bars a long time ago, but I didn't give it any value. I did my foundation in bars. I thought ये bars bakwas hai. And then a year later, I was struggling with all these financial issues. A year later, I started getting my bars run pretty often. I did full 1 week daily bars exchange with somebody. We planned to go for 21 days. I just want to reiterate what you were saying.
Yeah.
1 week before, when I started the bars, it was my life is shit. I don't have any money. A week after doing this, though we couldn't continue to 21 days because of whatever,
Yeah.
suddenly I was like at peace. And I was just like, I have so much money. I started seeing what I have instead of
Yeah.
what I don't have. And it was so
So
crazy.
well, you know what, Varsha, thank you for bringing that up, because if you could start obsessing about what you have, imagine, would that not grow?
Yes, it is growing. What I have is growing actually.
But we're only focusing on something that we don't have. And
Yeah.
we've been, obsessing over and over and over and creating a personal hell or personal torture for ourselves.
And I'm like kind of so weirdly at peace and happy and okay. Though I'm obsessing about this money, it's not like my life is over. Like I know money will come. It'll come. Whenever it has to come, it'll come. From wherever and however.
So then trust that and know that you are the source, and know that you will create it the day you truly desire, because then that is 100% commitment to yourself.
And that has only happened.
And everywhere you've just obsessed about that money has to come only from that one source. What if the entire universe is willing to contribute and you're not willing to receive it because you've decided that it only has to come from this person and this is how it has to be, as if you do not have the capacity to create it otherwise.
Right.
Thank you. Thank you. Ritu, yes.
So, Kavita, there are two issues. One is, I've now finally managed to muster enough courage to say that I need to make a poster for myself and put myself out there that, I offer access, healing, and things like that. But now I'm obsessing about the poster being perfect and it should be like this and it should be like that. And when should I post it so that it get the maximum? And as a result, I'm
So
not getting
even
that
before
poster
you
out.
so even before you start, can you just tell yourself, how useless can I be here? You want to be useful to people. If you could just simply ask
Yeah.
yourself, how useless can this post be? And let me have fun with my crappy stuff that I'm going to be posting. And what if not a single person can view it? You don't have to say that to yourself, but then be the energy. No matter, there's nobody who's going to look at it. but I'm still going to post it because I'm going to say hi. I'm there. That's it. You want, suppose you want to do a perfect dance move, and so that people will be like, oh, you nailed it, you know, you're doing it so well. How does it matter? Who cares? Everywhere you're waiting for comments on social media, which is actually going to be very depressing. You know, yeah, really think social media is creating a lot of awareness sometimes, yes, but largely people get depressed because if you don't get a like, you start disliking yourself, isn't it? So could you stop? So everything that you made significant, that you have to have it perfect, right, correct, which is another jail that you kind of put yourself in. Could you destroy and uncreate it now? Right, wrong, good, bad, perfect, line, short, boys, provides, and beyonds. What if your imperfection is your perfection? How about that? How imperfect could I be today? And the whole thing is, there's so many expectations attached that when you are going to post that post, nobody's going to come because you're so obsessed with it. First of all, you are so I mean, all your expectation projections with it, could you just let that go? Because when, as I said, like when Varsha said, oh, money, 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 oh, my body fat, body fat, body fat, you don't end up letting it go, right? So if you're going to be obsessing about the small little poster, maybe it's not once, maybe you may just have to post it 10 times or 12 times or God knows how many times. There are times that, you know, we create a class and people don't show up, we post it again, right? We don't stop there. What awareness could you build? How, you know, could you invite people on a talk, or, you know, invite people for tea and do a talk there, or whatever you're doing, do some intro talks as to what you do, how you do it, what other possibilities are available, that you just stuck with how it has to be. It does, I mean, okay, fine, I don't want to bring politics here, but you know, there are people who don't think before they talk, do they? And then they don't judge themselves that, oh, I spoke about it. I mean, it doesn't matter. But we will think, and then we will dissect, and we're like, I should not have said this. If I, you know, initially I used to do that with my calls. Trust me, I would not like to do calls after that because I would have dissected myself. And then by the time you recover from the surgery, it's already 2 months. But, you know, then I realized, what am I doing? It's like creating your personal torture hell. I said it, too bad, people. You can either close your eyes or, you know, shut your ears. I don't care. You want to judge me, bring it on. And that. So again, if you want perfection, which means you're so afraid of judgment or people, and people are going to judge it. You know what my husband said a couple of days ago when I was like, yeah, so many people, you know, they're life coaches, they're doing so many, there's somebody who's doing 500 people bars class, somebody who's doing 30 people bars class. We're still getting less people, okay? So he's like, baby, you're not serious enough. I was like, what? That's not the business we're in. Are we in a serious business? Okay. No. He also said that, you know, you keep posting your dance videos. That is not serious. I was like, okay, and funny videos. Please stop posting it. I was like, yeah. And then I'm like, okay, fine, interesting point of view. Am I going to stop doing that? No, this is who I am. And yes, largely people would have that point of view because they want to look at life as a serious business. What if business does not have to be serious? And you can still make a lot of money. Ease, joy, glory, right? Okay, people are not going to take you seriously. They will go to other people or gurus or whoever they want to follow. They will anyway go. You can't stop them. For that, you want to give yourself up. So your perfect post does not guarantee you having 10 clients coming in, right? Post it anyway. Just close your eyes or ask somebody else, like, okay, ask your son, just post it. I don't want to see. And don't go back and look at it. Yeah, because that's again another obsessive reality. So play with it. The more playful you are, there are more chances that you may have more people showing up when they show up. I mean, you don't even have to kind of judge, oh, they didn't show. You know, there are times when you would have posted like 15 times or maybe more, that
Yeah.
they would start showing up, or you may generate one inquiry, and that's okay.
Yeah.
At least you
Yeah.
will be lighter within that I've started showing up without any filters, without any mask, without any, you're not trying to hide or your flaws. You're there,
Yeah.
right there. You think we as CS, we don't have our issues? You do, you know that, right? We all have our shit, okay? Just that we don't talk about it. Or sometimes I do talk about it, but I mean, it doesn't mean that I don't go to shit, right? I love shit.
Yeah.
I create it also every day. And I feel happy when I've said it. Yeah.
I have one more thing to ask, Kavita.
Yes. Please. Wait. Yeah. Continue.
So I have suffered with reflux for a very, very long time. And for the past so many years, I actually managed to get it in control by sort of following dietary stuff, intermittent fasting, and all the rest of it. Now, for the past 10 days, it's back with a bang and really intense. And not much has changed in my dietary thing. The only thing that I started doing, which I had completely stopped, was to have tea. And that is one cup of tea with milk, which I usually take in the morning. And I think I've gone into so much judgment of myself. You shouldn't be drinking tea with milk and sugar first thing in the
So
morning.
what
Why you
what
have
does what does reflux mean to you?
just a lot of discomfort and heartburn, right? A lot of coughing
What is
and
burning
just
your heart?
discomfort.
What is burning your heart? What is giving you discomfort in your environment right now? You don't have to
Oh
say it on
my
the call. That's okay. But what are you
God.
aware of? What do you want to throw out so badly? What is so acidic in your world that you would burn yourself down?
Yeah, that.
So ask the question, what is it that I'm not able to, and shamanism, communion symbols, I'll give you those things. And then as far as access is concerned, you've not yet done MTVSS. Do you know MTVSS?
I know MTBSS.
Just do MTVSS on your heart, on your solar plexus,
Thymus.
and thymus and liver and spleen. Just keep doing it. Because I know one
Yeah.
lady who's reversed her, she was 70 when she reversed her lifelong acid reflux issue
Wow.
just by
Okay.
doing MTVSS. Of course, there's one more process, that is molecular demanifestation and demolecular manifestation. But if you have not done that, MTVSS is one command that you can start using it to
Okay.
have ease. And what information is your body giving you that you're not willing to listen to?
Can
I
one
think
What
also,
tea.
information?
can one also run cellular memory for something like this, for digestion?
If it works for you, yes. I mean, ask the body, would you like to receive it? But specifically for this, I mean, I know a person has shifted it, but it'll just give ease to the body. You just need to ask what will work here. Maybe a couple of bar session only would change it, for all you know.
So for my backache, Kavita, what would you suggest? MTVSS?
Yeah.
Receive a session from somebody. Yeah, that always works. That's in 80% of malfunctioning gets treated with
I can keep
MTVSS.
myself also, no? But
But also, Varsha, what are you hiding behind your back?
well,
All your gifts and talents, whatever you have, your skills, abilities, what are you hiding behind your back? If you
right.
did not have to hide it behind your back, could you bring it out of your out of the closet and use it to your advantage? Yes, Ritu.
Yeah. So just I think
So is it the
that
tea,
thing,
or is it the emotions attached to tea with milk? Okay.
I think it's that. It's just that feeling of ease for that 5 or 10 minutes when I'm having that. I can be in peace for those 10 minutes before the
So
chaos
what else can
starts.
you replace it with if that is not working, or you still have very strong points of view that okay, tea with milk is going to be, destructive to my body?
I don't know if it actually is. I've just bought that. I
It may
think
not be that, but the whole thing is because
yeah,
if you have a point of view, what emotions are underneath that? Could you address the emotions? Because it's never the food. Actually, it's never the food. And okay,
yeah.
what quantity? Ask your body, what kind of a mug should I be drinking it in? This big,
I
or
drink
this
very
big, or
little.
this? So
I
that's
drink
what. So
very
if it
little.
is not
Yeah.
tea, if it's not tea and you know that it's not tea, because that's what you're defending. And what if you could just simply ask what's underneath that?
Mm.
Because there are emotions sitting there, and then you pour tea on it, which already has a past trigger to it. And you're like, oh, see, I told you it is tea and sugar or milk or whatever. What if
Yeah.
it's not food ever? You know, I was grown up in a middle class family. My father was, towards the end, we became rich. He became rich. So the thing was, he was little miserly. So going out and eating food was always a pain. So he would, and he would look at the menu, and he would look at the um pricing, and then he will order, and then he will not like what he's ordered, and then inevitably we'll come home, and then he'll say, I've got acidity and I need to take acidity medicine. See, I don't like eating out. And he would declare it that how eating out is really bad, because the food is not of good quality. We would go to the best of restaurants, still the same thing. So now, because he already has an emotion that okay, I'm eating money, I don't want to spend
Yeah.
it, I'm not comfortable with it,
Mm.
he would create it. So you know what emotion that you're churning within, and on top of that you pour hot tea on it. I mean, it's going to burn, right? So
Yeah.
if it wasn't the food, what emotion would you have to what emotion are you obsessively locking up in your system? And all the electromagnetics of that, and all everywhere you're being the big five. Sort it out. ठीक है, कोई नहीं.
So
Huh?
I'm learning to receive all of that receive without whatever. I mean, I know there's a lot
Without
of
a
judgment,
judgment.
but
No, but see,
receiving.
when you receive without a judgment, it gets easier. But what if you did not have to judge what you're receiving?
Yeah. But my point is that just the environment is feeling very toxic now. So I'm
What
like,
is
okay,
feeling toxic?
the environment is feeling very toxic,
It
and
is. It
I
is.
just
You are in
don't,
a yes. You are
yeah,
in that environment. So okay, what ease can I give to myself and my body? Where can I go today?
yeah,
Who can I meet today? What
right,
new
right,
collaborations could I have today? I mean, whatever. You can just simply ask.
yeah,
What if you
yeah,
could
yeah,
reduce the time period that you're there in that toxic space?
yeah,
And then when you already had your fun, you come back and you're like, well, I can have this much of toxicity, it's kind of okay. It's like having an air
yeah.
freshener. While
Hmm.
it smells of poo, but you can have an air freshener there, unless
Yeah,
until someday you want to just move out and probably look at some other place. That's a different thing. But
yeah,
right now you're not
yeah,
choosing that. So then how can I make it easy over here while I'm choosing to
yeah.
be here? And not judge
Okay.
yourself for your choice. Oh, that I'm so pathetic, I can't even move out, I can't even do this. No, that's
Yeah,
another obsession that you will create for no
yeah,
reason.
yeah. Okay. Thank you. That helps a lot.
Yeah, you're welcome. Yes, Poppy.
Obsessed about relationship, and I envy yours. Like, wow, so sweet. I want
Yeah,
one.
so and so what can you do? Okay, so everywhere I'm obsessing about it, what if I let myself know that I need nobody? If you work from not needing anyone, you can have anyone, because neediness leads to greediness,
Okay.
and that becomes another obsession. So what if you were not to be obsessed with the idea of having a relationship? Okay, what's underneath that? Who can I choose today? What can I create today? Okay, even if I'm searching for a relationship, what choices do I have to make today to have that, or make that come into reality? What am I not choosing to do today or be today?
Mm.
So this relationship took a long time for me to come to fruition. So um when I was taking a session from Dr. Dane, and he comes into and tells me you need nobody. And I thought that he's probably saying that I don't need to marry. So that's how I interpreted it. And then I asked another facilitator at that time that what does that mean? He's like, you don't need anyone, but you know, you can choose to have as and when you choose to have someone. I was like, okay, that's right. And I kept reminding myself, I don't need anyone. And that's when this thing showed up.
Oh.
And you can always say, I don't want a relationship. Then guess what? You will have it. I don't want money. You will have it come to you. I don't want it. I just don't want. And I was deliberately, I don't want to be skinny. Okay, yeah. I mean, that's one tool that I used for quite some time. I don't want to be skinny. And then now everyone's like, you become so skinny, stop reducing. I was like, yeah, I'm not doing anything now. I stopped it. What you don't want is what you're going to get, sweetheart. So just say, I don't want a relationship. It's not for me. And see people kind of coming to you.
But isn't that kind of perverse of the of the universe? Whatever I don't.
No, you're using it consciously. You know that, right? And it still works. Because when I said I don't want to marry, is when I got married. And I knew what I was saying. Because I don't want is about I don't lack getting married, right? I don't lack a relationship. Want means to lack, right?
Yeah.
So play with it.
So, Kavita, when you say that I don't want money, so somewhere there insecurity pops up. Oh, really, I don't want money.
That's because this reality says that, right? It says, how can you say that? But we want money. No, you don't want money. You would like to have money, not want money. Want is to lack. The meaning of want means to lack. What if you did not lack anything? You're a humanoid. You lack nothing. You are the source. You're the source of everything. Just, even if you do it for the fun of it or play with it, trust me, just do it 10 times in the morning, 10 times in the evening, and let it be. Don't think about it.
Kavita, I can say I don't want good health.
Of course, you can say whatever. And
I
remove
don't want
good. I don't want to be healthy.
I don't want to be healthy. I don't want cancer.
I don't want cancer. I don't lack cancer is what will be. So you simply say, I want cancer because then you will lack it. I want cancer. And want means to lack, right?
Yeah.
But don't play with cancer. It's okay. I mean, just leave this.
Pot
Do
pock.
something else. Pot.
Yeah,
Just play with something else.
Into the mix? That becomes.
Yeah, but see, the point is, I want means to lack. So when you say I want cancer, it's not that you're going to get it because you lack it, right?
Right.
But it is too maybe it's a little dicey to play with it.
Yeah, why play with it? Yeah, you simply say I pot and pock all the cancer cells that I've created.
Cancer and
what is this cancer serving me as? Or what am I benefiting from this cancer? You need to look at that also.
My pubic bone had the cancer. Now it had filled up there. Now there was a scar. Now suddenly I get to know there is a fracture there. So I'm again stuck at home trying to walk with a stick.
Yeah. So what are you stuck with? What do you love about your obsessive? What are you obsessing with your stuck realities?
Yeah.
And everywhere you're just still obsessing about your stuck realities. Could you let that go?
Yeah.
And everywhere you are in love with your cancer cells, could you just simply ask the body, hey body, what is it that we could do now to kind of be free of these cells that we have only created?
Yeah. You'll be giving this recording, right?
Mm-hmm.
And even because of then I don't have my job is there, but I'm not being able to go and there's no finance.
But okay, so okay, wait. Yeah, finances are an issue. I do get that. But what if your body does not really want to work? Could you acknowledge that?
But I have to do something. I'll go crazy just
what
sitting
else,
around.
What else is possible? Why everywhere you're kind of already concluded that you're going to go crazy because you don't have work? What else can you do sitting at home? Your body parts are all functioning, right? Your hands are functioning. You can sit and do something. What is it that you can do that you have not thought of?
I love to earn money.
Okay, what else is possible?
I tried doing shares, but I'm not understanding how to play the game.
Try. Do something that's going to be fun for you.
But I shares excite me, but I don't know how to go about it.
Could you do MTVSs continuously on your immune system?
Okay.
Okay, and keep clearing your entities. Because if there is an entity around, it will keep coming back because it loves your body.
So in
I don't
that
know.
case, coming to this, you can say that you don't want to lose weight. So you gradually it will.
You don't want to lose weight. You don't lack
Yes.
losing weight. Yeah, you can play with it.
Yeah.
But it's easier to
That's
say
what
I don't want to be skinny. It's easier. Then you
It's
don't
easier.
lack being skinny. Yeah, it's easier to say that.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
One
Bhavna,
thing
find
for
out ways. Yes, Kasha. Bhavna, find out ways that'll be fun for you to work and earn, rather than doing things that you don't like and then trying to push yourself to do it, and that's creating another obsessive reality for no reason. I can't hear you. What?
I know one thing about cancer. When I asked Gary about cancer and autoimmune
What are
disease, he
you
said,
What are you trying to get out of?
"Yeah, exactly."
Yeah.
So those kind of point of view creates.
You're dying to get out of something. What if it's your job? What if it's your relationship? 90%, 99%, it's always a relationship you're done with, and you're like, I have to be here till I die, and so you're dying. So could you stop doing that? Thank you,
Yeah,
Kasha, for sharing. Kasha, your hand was up.
Thank you.
What's your? This will
yeah,
be the
yeah.
last question. Thank you so much.
How
Yeah.
do I find ways?
No,
Sorry.
my
There is no how. You again want a logical answer. There is no logical answer. Be in a question. Okay, buddy, show me the way. Universe, show me the way. What can I choose today? Nobody can give you the way. You will have to keep asking and start creating that and walking on that path. Yes, Kasha.
what could be the reason for kidney stone?
You want a reason? I can give you so many reasons. Which kidney?
On the right?
So are you angry with your parents? Lot of anger, unresolved lumps of anger, somewhere deep down that they didn't support you, they were not there for you, or maybe a lot of guilt for not being there for yourself, for them, or whatever that is. You want to know the emotion. How does it matter? The point is, when you look at that stone, or you can't look at it, but you know, in your mind's eye, kind of bring that stone and like, okay, what gets you to be here? What do I love about creating a rock? So you're creating a rocking reality, yeah? Rock. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. You don't need crystals. You're producing rocks yourself. Wow. Okay. Fine. Sorry. Pardon, Park. But yeah. So what do you love about stones?
Hope I could create some diamonds.
That. Okay. And everywhere I'm not able to create diamonds, and I'm creating just stones which are just worthless, and I am worthless, and I'm creating a a crappy reality or a crappy life or whatever that is. I mean, what's coming up for you? That in that area, if you could ask more questions.
Sure.
A lot of anger, lot of anger on people around. Which is not okay. You may not be angry, but there could be a lot of anger that you've not vented out. Yeah. So all that
Sure.
anger that you've locked up, which you're not, because see, what is kidney? What is the functioning of kidney? Tell me, if you know a little bit.
Separating
Separating?
water and whatever the impurity.
Filtering. It doesn't separate anything. It just filters it out. Okay. So you're okay. So what are you not being able to filter out? What is the heaviness that you're still holding back and not being able to let it go? What is the toxicity that is there that you're not being able to let go of?
Sure. Understood.
right?
So Kavita,
So
is it
kidneys is all, yeah.
continue. Sorry.
No. I'm done. Yeah.
So I just wanted to ask you that the stone, it may be in kidney or the stone may be in the gallbladder. Is it the same? I mean, the
Uh,
anger?
no, so this is not access. This is coming from another modality that I was a facilitator for that modality as well. Gallbladder, sometimes, it is also to do with people going indifferent and cold in your environment. They suddenly just kind of, and you're just wondering what happened. Why would it be like this? And then so that coldness that creates the stones. But irrespective, stones are all about, it could be different for different people actually. That it's a stone reality. What does a stone mean to you? So for some people, it could be, a lot of people who take weed, they are also stoned, right? Or it's something that you just couldn't believe this could happen to me, stoned. So what is it for a different individual? So if you could just ask, for some people, stone is like, I'll throw this stone and break your face. So it could be anger also.
Okay.
So what heaviness are we not being able to let go of? So it is different for different people.
Thank you.
Thank you for asking that question. So there is this foundation class coming up in Mumbai, 18th to 21st. Just wanted to kind of announce that. Anybody wants to repeat, please let me know. And yeah, and then there is a body class coming up in Ahmedabad. Who would like to travel and come to Ahmedabad? And that is 15th to 17th February. We still have time. Cool. I just wanted to kind of announce. And yes, of course, Advanced Money Workbook. There is a gift call coming on 19th of January. That's a gift call to see if you would like to be willing to advance your reality with money.
What time
So,
is
yeah.
it on the 19th, Kavita?
Good question. I give time and then I forget
I
it
would like to be
myself.
there, but
I'll
I
just
can't
look.
be there after 6.
Sorry?
I would really love to be there for the call, but after 6, I have a.
I think it is after 6 because I have a foundation class in Mumbai. So it'll be only after 6, I think.
I have
That's
to
what
go
I mean.
for
I'll
a
just.
college reunion. I can't miss it.
No, you should not miss it. Why? You can listen to the gift call later. 6 p.m. Yeah, it is after 6. No, it is at 6. But that's okay. You'll get a recording if you can't be on that call. But yes, it is essentially for those who would like to sign up for being on a 3-month or no 2.5-month journey with me with the Advanced Money Workbook. It doesn't come to an end so early, and then it.
Can't you only do
Sorry?
that after you've done Money Workbook thrice?
5 times Money Workbook. So, but the other 5 times you can do it yourself.
Ah, okay. I thought it had to be facilitated. I've done it twice already.
Yeah, and foundation also. One foundation, 5 times Money Workbook. Once it's facilitated, you can do it yourself as well. But Advanced Money Workbook gives you a completely different perspective on money, on life, on everything actually, because it's a long journey, and then we keep facilitating, and your regular stuff that keeps surfacing, you can keep clearing it out. So that's how it is.
Okay.
So anything that you would like to be gifted, you can write it in the group. What would you like to be gifted? And we could do a call on that. Or else I'll have to come up with something interesting and something different, like obsessive realities.
I think pain in
So,
the body, a lot of people have been talking about that today.
sure, we'll do it. Pain, I've addressed it a lot of times, but yeah, we can do it again. What else?
Kavita, I just wanted to tell that lady who was talking about cancer cells that she could run DMMD, right? On cancer cells.
Yes, she can. She can. But there are a lot of body processes which are there that could help in that. There is this old process which is in the reference material, that restoration of immunocytosis. Again, same
Yeah.
points as the MTDSS, but really works because your immune system has to be strong enough to fight the cancer cells. But the point is, where are you creating a fight within you? What's the need for doing that? You don't like something, but you will continue to be with that something. How is that helping you? So that.
Yeah, I think I'll speak to you.
Okay, cool. Thank
Yeah.
you so much for today. Have a
Thank you.
fantastic weekend. Bye-bye.
And thank you,
Thanks a
everyone.
lot. Thank
Hello,
you.
Kavita.
Bye.
Thank you,
Thank
Kavita.
you. It was a great call.
Yes,
Thank
excellent.
you.
Thank
Welcome.